Namami Bhagavatpadam Shankaram Logashankaram Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Bhattarayanam Sutrabhashya Kritau Vande Bhagavando Punah Punaha Sada Shiva Samarambham Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryanam Vande Guru Paramparam Ishvaro Gururatmeti Murti Beda Vibhagine Vyomavat Vyapta Dehaya Dakshinamurtaye Namaha Gukaro Anthakaro Vai ऋकारस्तन्निवर्तकः अन्धकारनिरोधित्वात् गुरुरित्यभिधीयते ॐ सहनावतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै ॐ शान्ति 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 ॐ भद्रं कर्णेभिः शृणुयाम देवाः भद्रं पश्येमाक्षभिर्यजत्राः स्थिरैरङ्गैः सुष्ठुवांसस्तनूभिः विषयदेवहितं यतायुः स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो वृद्धश्रवाः स्वस्ति नः पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्ति नस्ताक्ष्यो अरिष्टनेमिः स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्दधातु ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः Namaste, all of you. We are in the last phase of the second section of Māṇḍūkya kārikā. Remember, this is not a teaching which you get in the church or temple or in the mosque. If you have attended any one of this place, the prime person of the institution may teach you some sentences and some doctrines about their God and the beliefs like heaven and how to reach heaven, how to reach here and there, everything, These are all possibilities. We don't know. Heaven is a possibility. We have to put effort and we have to reach there. Even I don't know whether it exists or not. We need not to believe a non-believer in order to negate a heaven. Just our mere experiences in this empirical world. What is not available for me, 50% chances are there to existence of them. Another 50% of chance that they exist, even though I don't know anything about them. We need somebody who came from there or somebody to tell about that religion or any dish, etc., etc., So, when you listen to a doctrine in a church or mosque or in a temple or a monastery, the very moment the mind itself says that, should I believe something which is not available right now in my life? Why can't they talk about my issues right now I am facing and some solution for that? If you are a serious thinker, you should think like this. Because first of all, we have to find the solution here self. Here ourselves. In order to perform anything peacefully, our mind should be available. Most of the people, they are very busy with their social activities, their own commitments, their own lifestyle. How can they digest all these sentences which they listen from a temple or a religion or any other spiritual places, When they talk about Lord and the heaven and certain values you have to perform to reach heaven, and they will also misguide sometimes, with their selfish motivations. They will make you to do what they like. This is how we started sacrifices. In the ecosystem, each and every living being has to play their own roles. In this creation, all the living beings have their own roles to play so that the survival will be very smooth for a human being or any other things. From the worms towards the stars, they are all doing their own job. Sacrificing animals or birds is a hidden agenda of the person who is talking about or promoting that. No Lord in the world asks you to sacrifice something and seek his blessings. If somebody has, that's not Lord, that's already a human being who is having some selfish motivation. So we are not studying such doctrines or such beliefs. And I think that you are not beginners in Upanishads or these teachings right now. Everybody has gone through some classes or through the previous classes or some recordings what we have already made about the last classes. You need to know that we are not teaching some doctrines or statements like a religious place teaches you. We are talking about the nature of the human being, which will be sufficient to be free from all kinds of disturbances which are holding right now and choking you. And every Upanishad is committed for that. Like a mother is committed to help or support or nourish her baby. Similarly, each and every words in this scripture, Upanishad, has a commitment to help the person who is listening that. And this commitment is carried out by the traditional teachers. That's all. You don't see any glory in your traditional teacher, me or other person. They are just carrying the message from the scriptures. Of course, we have respect for them. We have settled their life in their feet. Everything is okay. But there is no glory in a traditional teacher. Traditional teacher is carrying the message from this Upanishad. And he has put effort to see the message as it is and to deliver for the disciples who are coming towards him. And no traditional teacher have the pressure to collect the people and deliberately to give the message in their mouth. Because this is not meant for everybody. We don't expect cheap people to receive this message. Because this message is very much expensive and worthy. So that very few will come to this pursuit. And you are the people that. You are worthy for the world. Those who are listening. Remember, something which is expensive cannot be held by a person who is not capable of that. So this is not meant for everybody, this message, what is told by the Upanishad. So our class will have only person who can be counted in our fingers. That's enough for me, because I studied alone with my teacher when I started my studies. And he was ready to teach even though I am only one. I expect same condition throughout the world, throughout the teaching, wherever we are teaching this Upanishad. So, Upanishadic teachings are not meant for everybody. There are three factors to understand whether the person is committed. Adarena, with a lot of respect. Nirantaram, without having any absence in the teachings. Listen, under that guru, without having any absence. He will come whenever there is a teaching by the guru. Nirantara, without any gap. Dirghakalam. For a length of time, we need to listen, because duality is deep rooted in one's mind. This world is deep rooted in one's mind. The world never existed at any point of time. Still, the mind believes that this world is existing. That illusion need to be taken care of. For that, we need to commit for a length of time. So very few people used to commit for a length of time. Others will come and go. Some people don't have any idea what is talking. So it's a waste of time for them. We are sorry for them. So we are in the second section and the last phase, almost 8 verses to complete this section. And we are starting from 31st. This section includes 38 verses. And we are in the 31st verse. The topic being very relevant. Every verse which is coming to an end will something to say more than the other verses. And we will see what is going to say by this verse. Swapnamaye yatha drishte gandharvanakaram yatha tada vishwamidam drishtam vedanteshu vichakshanaihi. I will read once more. Swapnamaye yatha drishte gandharvanakaram yatha tada vishwamidam drishtam vedanteshu vichakshanaihi. I already mentioned you. This world is real for an ordinary person. And he is, 1 minute, somebody is locking, just one. Pause the recording. We already mentioned you that this world and universe is real for an ordinary person. Myself and yourself also started to live in this world, taking this world as it is real. Nothing wrong on that. Every empirical dealing, every experiences, every event, everything is real for me. My parents are there. My dog is there. My car is there. My friends are around me. My shirt is there. I have five senses to look at the world. And I see something, I listen something, I taste something, I smell something, I touch something. So there are things which are other than me, and I accept it. And this is called duality, Dvaitam. I experience certain things through my senses, and those objects exist other than me, and I can see them, I can smell them, I can listen them, and this world is called dualistic world. This world is equated towards the dream. In the dream also, I experience the same ideas. What is meant by dream? In Sanskrit, it is called sopnam. When the external organs are shut down, but the internal organs are half of the way, you experience certain things according to what you have gone through before 2 days, or what is there to experience in the coming days, or something already gone in the previous you have experienced, everything mixed up together. There is no specific rule in a dream. And there is no control for somebody in a dream. Nobody can decide today I will see this particular dream, because you don't have control. Even you will see certain things which are not happy. Sometimes you will see something which is happy. So there is no rules in dream. But while experiencing the dream, it is true. When I experience the dream, it is true. I create myself certain objects, and I myself enjoy the objects, and I myself, I will resolve all these objects in my consciousness. And there is no rule in the dream. We already saw that, we are experienced that. Sometimes an elephant may come, sometimes London will come, sometimes my forefather who have already buried before few years will come. There is no rule. And I experience all these things in the dream. And I will resolve all these things myself. That is what here it is told. When I wake up, I know that it is all just illusion. Something which never existed at any point of time, but when I experienced that, it seems to be real. This is called illusion. And a very beautiful word in Sanskrit, Maya. Something which never existed at any point of time, but it comes and make me happy, and it goes. This is called illusion. Yes, we know that dream is an illusion. That is why Sopna Maye, the dream which is the product of illusion. I will come to the exact meaning. We need to We need to create a base to understand these words. So, illusion is the cause for the dream. In the dream, I can understand I don't have elephant, I don't own an elephant. I don't have passport to go anywhere other than my country. Still, I go to US or some other place. I experience with somebody who I don't know. Lot of things are personalities will comes. I go to supermarket in the dream. I go to some other place in the dream. Everything is possible in the dream. And it's a daily experience for us. It's a common experience for us, even though I don't see daily dreams. It can be acceptable. But how can you equate the waking state experiences towards the dream? That is the problem. Because in the waking state, my friend is there, my girlfriend is there, my boyfriend is there, I am getting some happiness, my car is there, my dog is there, my parents are available, my shoes is available, everything is available. And I can touch them, I can experience them. It's not like dream. How can you say that it is just like a dream? We already established the fact that a dream state and awake states are one. They don't have any difference. Still, for reminding all these things, we are going through that now. Anything in the world is a name and form. And it has a cause. If you analyze anything, it will resolve to some other thing. Now, right now, we didn't reach the substratum or the base or the cause. But when we inquire something is existing or not, it will resolve to another thing. For example, while traveling through a bus, you will see a lot of trees and somebody will say it's one of the beautiful forest. Do the forest exist there? My inquiry starts now. A group of trees are being called as forest. So there is no such thing called forest. Group of trees. The forest got resolved into trees. Whether a tree exists or not, next step of inquiry. The tree will shatter into different parts. Main branch, stem, root, fruit, flowers, leaves, small branches, like that. Everything. A group of things intelligently put together. Root is there, main stem is there, everything is there. This constitution is called tree. The compound of things is called tree. So the tree will also get resolved into different parts. Again, if you analyze one of the part with a microscope, whether it is there or not, A group of molecules are there existing. The molecules, if you analyze, lot of atoms are there in a molecule. And molecules are being analyzed, atoms are analyzed, and we can see particles. Something which I saw from the bus, a forest. Forest resolved into tree. Tree resolved into branch or stem, etc., parts. If I analyze whether the part is there or not, a piece of root or piece of branch, if you analyze, it's made of molecules, and the molecules are made of atoms. Atoms are made of particles. Even though I call forest, the forest never existed, particles are there. Basically, particles are there for the science. Similarly, if you analyze anything in the world, it will end up into another thing. A pot will resolve into clay. The clay will also resolve into molecule, atom, particle, etc., etc. So, the moral of this analysis is, anything which I perceive in this world can resolve into another thing if I analyze or if I put an inquiry on that. Very interesting, correct? Anything, any name and form never existed. Stream, it will resolve into water. Ocean, it will resolve into water. Only the word stays. Vapor, it will resolve into water. Similarly, any name and form, if you put an inquiry, it will resolve into some other thing. They never existed as though we perceive in this world. And there is a beautiful explanation by Lord Shankara in another Upanishad called Upanishad. Samhitanam pararthatvat. A group of things intelligently put together to serve the purpose of another person. Anything assembled here in this universe, if you see, if you analyze everything, any one of the thing, it's an assembly. Like our body is an assembly of lot of things. A bird, it's also an assembly. Group of things intelligently put together. Like a car, like a torch which provides light for you in the darkness. Everything is an assembly. All these things in this empirical world, nothing but a scheme of things intelligently put together by somebody. Whether it is sentient or insentient, it's an assemblage. If you are an intelligent person, you should perceive not only the sentient things are assemblage, any insentient thing is also an assemblage in the creation. Like, is an assemblage. So, When you see a name or a form, nama rupe, in Sanskrit it is called nama rupe. You are just perceiving a group of things intelligently put together. If you put an inquiry whether it exists or not, you will see that it never existed at any point of time. You need not to go for any other thing. Your body is enough for this example. When you say body, it's a group of things: head, hands, ears, nose, mouth, lungs, kidney, intestine, inner parts and external parts, everything arranged in a well manner. And it's called body. Very beautiful way. Correct? Thus, the body get resolved into organs, organs get resolved into some other things. At last, you will end up in particles. If you put an inquiry from again in the particles, the modern science will say something existing, consciousness. That is what is told here in the Upanishad also. Consciousness remains as the substratum of the entire universe, and it is non-dual. Even though you perceive different names and forms, whether it is sentient or non-sentient, insentient, the substratum is one and the same, like the space going here and there, one and the same without having any break. Any kind of division, the space goes everywhere. Whether it's inside the room or outside the room, the space is one. Similarly, the substratum, which is called consciousness, is one. Keeping this base inside the mind, now you analyze this verse. Swapnamaye yatha drishtam gandharva nagaram yada. Heavenly city, Gandharva Nagaram. Population is there and it's all glorious living beings. Not ordinary people, Gandharva Nagaram. You experience a city packed with beautiful people and arrangements. Lot of musical instruments are there. Lot of street foods are there. Lot of learned people are there. Lot of animals are there without hurting anybody. It is also, they are also walking. Everything is there. In the dream, you see a heavenly city packed with a lot of people. And you are also there inside as a blogger. You are looking towards here and there and go and ask somebody and you can put in the YouTube and make money. Blogger. A main business right now for the lazy people, correct? It's okay. Somebody's destiny is like that, what to do? And the people are enjoying that. Fine. A heavenly city appears in your dream with unique things. And you experience as it is real. After the dream state is over, you enter into the waking state. And in the waking state, when you analyze the dream state, you will finally conclude that whatever I saw in the dream is only an illusion. This is what told here. Swapnamaye yatha drishtam gandharva nagaram yatha. In the waking state, when I analyze the dream state, whatever I have experienced, sometimes it will be grief. I will be unhappy about that dream. Sometimes it will be happy. Anyway, from the waking state, I analyze the dream state and I finally conclude that it is only an illusion. It never existed while I am seeing also. It's going to exist right now also. It never existed even when I am seeing that dream. It's only an illusion created by my mind. The inquiry about the dream state made from the waking state. Similarly, the waking state is also analyzed. An inquiry made about the waking state. From where? From the waken of knowledge. When you know what is real and what is unreal by the help of the traditional teacher, you understood nothing remains in this universe, even though I am seeing, I am experiencing. They are just illusion. The all names and forms are mere illusions. They appear as though they are existing, but they are assemblage. And if we analyze the assemblage, they will end up in some other things. Resolving from one to another itself is a proof that they never existed. But in the waking state, there are purpose with that. That's the only thing different from the dream state. In the dream state, there is no purpose of any other things which you experience in the dream state. But in the waking state, there is purpose. Saprayojanada tesham supne vipratipadyante. We studied before few weeks. This is the only difference between the waking state and the dream state. But the characteristics are same. They never existed at any point of time. Even though it gave me some happiness, it never existed at any point of time. Even though it gave me some unhappiness like a bite of a dog, but the dog never existed at any point of time. From the knowledge, after getting the knowledge, you analyze the waking state. Awakening of the knowledge will make the person to analyze the waking state. And we will come to know that waking state is also mere illusion, like a dream. Because the names and forms which I experience in my life in the waking state are impermanent in this world, are assemblage, are having temporary existence in this world. They are getting modified every second. All these facts, when I analyze this empirical world or universe or creation, any word you can use, it's also a mere illusion. It appears as though real while I am experiencing them. But in reality, in the awakening of the knowledge, if I saw the waking state, Waking state is also similar to the dream state. Tatha Vishwam Idam Drishtam. What is experienced as the world in this creation, that is also mere illusion, just as dream state. For whom Vedanteshu Vichakshanaihi, well versed in the non-duality, Vedantam, a topic which appears in the last portion of every Vedas, talks about a unique thing. What is that unique thing? Non-duality is the personality of the listener. Advaitam. Even though you perceive your body, it never existed. The body is a superimposition on the substratum consciousness. And that consciousness is all-pervading. This is the knowledge. This knowledge will not easily rooted in one's mind. If you listen one class, you will feel some confidence, that's all. You are not going to have help of this knowledge. You will feel some confidence and comfort for a time. But if you continuously focus on this fact, focus on this truth, one and only truth in this world, that you are the conscious, you are not a female body, you are not a male body, you are not a teacher, you are not a businessman, you are not a wife, you are not a girlfriend, you are not a boyfriend, you are nothing which is been judged by the people or the society. You are the only truth which is free from death and birth. This knowledge can only make you to analyze the waking state and to give up. You are not fearing towards the waking state because you came to know that waking state never existed. Waking state is a state which is also temporary. Every day it shows that after a period of time you will go to sleep. What is temporary is an illusion. Never existed at any point of time. Anything which is temporary in the world, not going to contribute anything in your life. If you analyze properly, it's all mere emotional attachments towards the temporary things. Any emotional attachment shows that the personality is weak. You can write inside your mind. If you have some emotional attachment towards anything, your personality is weak. You have ignorance towards yourself. You are not yet ready to receive this truth, the knowledge. So emotional attachment means a weakened personality, whether towards father, whether towards mother, whether towards your dog, whether towards your girlfriend, boyfriend. You are a person who is giving the existence for every names and forms. How can you become one of the names and forms? When you become one among them, then it's a problem. So The solution exists here now. I see rationally. I analyze very rational. What is subject to attach myself, get attached myself? If I analyze them, that name and form is not what I want. I see the consciousness through the father's body. I see the consciousness through my mother's body. So that you have respect towards them. You have a total commitment towards that base or substratum, but you are not attached with them. Their presence or absence will not create any wave in your mind. So anything in the world will be seen by you as the creator. Names and forms are being put aside because it is much less similar to the names and forms of dream. The base is consciousness, and the consciousness remains in spite of all the names and forms arising, sustained, and getting resolved. This substratum will continue in spite of all the names and forms coming and going. Like the movie theater screen. In that white screen, everything comes and goes. The theater screen will continue for another show after this show without any movement. Similarly, this is the only substratum and it is me. And I am all pervading in the world, in my father's body, in my mother's body, in the dog's body, in my coffee, in my dress, in my car. Everything is nothing but this consciousness. This awakening is essential. Knowing as it is about oneself. Then only you can say this world is just an illusion. And knowing that world is just an illusion, you will not speak also. A person who is addicted to this external world, ordinary people, are you going to make this statement in between them? You will get slapped. A wise will not proclaim, announces that the world is an illusion. They came to know the reality, and their level is much far from the level of the ordinary people. Your understanding cannot be digested by them. So you will not share all these secrets towards them. You will not make them agitated by saying all these realities. You know that world is an illusion. If somebody has cheated you, today is my day should be like this only. Somebody gave up you, for example, your friend. It's okay. It's an illusion. You will not go behind that. It's enough. Now, I will not fall in another trap. That's all. You digest easily any experience. It's an illusion. Getting a boyfriend is an illusion. Living with the boyfriend is an illusion. And after a period of time, the boyfriend gave up you. It's also an illusion. A brave woman stay back without screaming, without lamenting, without crying, anybody's presence or absence. Experiences are lessons. They gave you some morals and you pick up the morals and live another day without having so much tragedies again. For a person who go through the knowledge, it's very easy to see the world is very funny and illusion. And you will not see any serious. You don't take it serious. The world will be very serious towards their lifestyle. People are very much committed with a family life. They carry their computers, they run to catch the train, go to their job, and come back at the evening or in the midnight and having a sleep. Again, they will do the same donkey life. You see it to be very silly. You see it as a silly life. After getting the knowledge, waking state is an illusion. Without the knowledge, waking state is a serious life. People take it as serious. Getting a job in the waking state is a big thing. Achieving a gold medal in this world is a big thing for them. Getting a beautiful boyfriend in the life is a big thing. Vice versa. Getting a big car and perform a beautiful drive in front of the people is a big thing in the waking state. And experiencing certain different dishes in the waking state is a big thing. And put in the Facebook, I am eating this, I have done that, I am in now Rishikesh, I am in the Himalayas. Waking state experiences are big thing for you so that you post to see for the others. For an intelligent, for a wise person, any experience in the waking state, taking the moral and dump them. And they see that it's a silly thing. Any achievement is a silly thing. They think that I am in the form of the achiever. I am in the form of the climber who is climbing the mountain. I pervert as their intrinsic nature. I am not that body, but the nature of the body, the intrinsic nature, the substratum of the body is me. This is the real knowledge. You don't feel any pressure towards anything. Waking state is mere illusion of the magician's magic, like magician's magic. Why should you worry about somebody's death? Why should you worry somebody's hatredness? Why should you cry for somebody's depart from your life? We don't know Lord's plan. We only know our plan. Lord has kept something big for you so that they departed. Everything is not for them. It's only for you. That's why God take away them from you. Some experiences are only meant for you, not to share with anybody. So that let them depart from your life. Waking state is a mere illusion. If you write inside if you write this sentence inside the mind, your insecurity will run away. Because all the insecurities you gathered looking at the waking state. In the waking state, people are rich. People are highly qualified. People are versatile. People are multiple talents. In between, I am a donkey. I don't know anything. I'm not looking good. My height is not proper. I don't have certain organs. I am not having a charming way of walking. People are not accepting me. All these insecurities you gathered entire life. And somebody is also giving you more insecurities. See that woman. You should be like that. That I am trying like that. My insecurity is growing day by day. That all insecurities which I gathered from my parents, from my society, from the school, from the university, looking towards the television, looking towards some other things, I am not like that, how I am going to do like that, how I will become like that, it's all mere illusion. A real person who came to know the reality about oneself and the world and the creation and the creator. Consciousness is the only truth and all other things are mere illusion. They seems to be existing, but if I give you an inquiry, they never existed. This is called illusion. And this illusion is not going to make me anything because a non-existing thing cannot make any other product in your life. Insecurity is a product from a non-existing duality. For example, duality is equal to rabbit's horn. All the names and forms can be rabbit's horn. Rabbit's horn never existed at any point of time. And I decided with my ignorant mind that rabbit horn exists, duality exists, this beautiful woman exists, this beautiful man exists, this beautiful house exists, so that I want to make like that myself. Then the insecurity is a product of a non-existing duality. Rabbit horns cannot be used for anything because they never exist. So an intelligent person live a life without any insecurity, without any pressure inside to live like some other person. They don't want to change their face. They don't want to change their body. They don't want to change their situation. They accept as they are from the standpoint of reality. It doesn't mean that you should not take bath. Understand me properly. The insecurities which are gathered inside the mind should vanish after listening this verse. I am the non-dual consciousness, and I need not to go to heaven for any other experiences. I need not to go any other country to get some other experiences. I need not to visit somebody to give me some happiness. I am as it is, the non-dual Brahman, which is the source of entire happiness. I know the dualistic experiences which I took myself as it is true. I just give up that. When you switch on the light, immediately the darkness will go. So too, when you know that you are the consciousness which is not subject to death and birth and which is the source of happiness, immediately the dualistic experiences which is there in the form of insecurities should go. You feel totally okay. I'm secure myself. Vedanteshu vichakshanaihi. The word vichakshanaihi, well versed and seeing as it is what they are. After studying the scriptures from the traditional teachers, they came to know that waking state is a mere illusion. I need not to be insecure myself. I know the truth of everything and I am as it is. Like the waking state is compared with the dream state, waking state has nothing to do except receiving the knowledge from the traditional teacher. This is the only role for the waking state. All other things are secondary. You can do, you can enjoy with your boyfriend, you can go for a swimming, you can have a visit in another country, secondary. But the primary thing is that be secure in the life. Without owning money, without owning a beautiful face, without owning a beautiful body, you are happy with yourself. This is the moral to be achieved from this verse, and we will look into the another verse in the next class. Om Swasti Prajabhya Paripalayantam Nyayena Margena Mahim Mahishaha Gobrahmanebhya Shukrityam Loka Samasta Sugino Bhavantu Kale Varshadu Parjanyaha Prithivi Sasya Shalini Deshoyam Choparahitaha Brahmana Santu Nirbhayaha Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinaha Sarve Santu Niramayaha Sarve Bhadrashyantu Ma Kaschid Dukha Bhavet Asato Ma Sadgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Amritam Gamaya Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamataya Purnameva Vashishyate Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om